feels like fall. Pumpkin spice is out. Monthly favorites, releases, anticipated releases. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a monthly reset and kind of my first fall vlog of the season. And I'm so excited because I love fall. We are going to do some of the normal monthly reset things, but I didn't want to make this just like a full sit down video because I find those to be kind of repetitive and boring. But we're going to sprinkle in the monthly reset topics throughout the video. I've been kind of doing this a little bit more lately, but some of the things that I definitely am going to do today is go shopping for some stuff for fall. I don't know how much I'll actually get. I'm in the mood to shop, which is not good. I've lately been a lot more like picky about the things that I'm purchasing, which is a good thing. And obviously I'm in like a very good spot with my finances right now. Like I'm not trying to overspend and like get too much stuff because I don't want to like rack up my credit card again, obviously. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. My plan is to go to Home Goods, TJ Maxx, and Target and just kind of see how I'm feeling. Target honestly might be like less of like a fall trip and more of just like getting some stuff that we need. And I kind of want to look at like some of the home decor stuff, just like normal home decor stuff, because I'm trying to get like inspiration. And I've sort of been thinking of slowly getting stuff for a house because the whole plan is to move into our house at some point next year. Well, move into a house next year. And I kind of want to start slowly purchasing at least some stuff that we might need, or at least stuff that I know we'll need to replace here, so I can start just like putting stuff in the basement in like boxes, and then when we move, like we can just get rid of some of the stuff that we have here, because there's definitely stuff that we will not be taking with us when we leave here, but that means that like we'll need stuff when we move in. And I'd rather not have to buy the house, spend all the money, and then also need a bunch of stuff for the house, which I know we don't need all at once, which is why I'm like, okay, if we buy some of the stuff now, that would be great. And then even after we move in, we just slowly start to buy the rest of the stuff that we need. It doesn't have to be all at once, but I figured I would at least start the process now that I also like I don't have any debt right now. Like it's a great time to start like slowly buying stuff. So anyway, that's beside the point. It is August 31st as I'm filming this, so the very last day of August and moving into September, which I know September is still technically summer for the most part, but it feels like fall. I live in Pennsylvania. It is feeling like fall and I'm all for it. I love it. Pumpkin spice is out. We're feeling good. We're wearing sweatshirts again, which is my favorite. The only bad thing is it literally goes from 90 degrees to like 60s and 70s like so fast. There's like no in between. But we're at the point where it's like cooler in the morning. It's supposed to get up to like 75 degrees later, but so today's gonna be a fun day. I figured I would just kind of vlog the day, but also throw in my monthly reset stuff, and then my monthly budget is going to be in with my paycheck breakdown video because those fell around the same time this month, which honestly works out great. I'll start off the monthly reset things with obviously my pit and my peak of the month. I've been doing this for the last few months and it's really fun. I guess my pit is just feeling overwhelmed and a little bit burnt out already. Also, I was sick for a whole week in August, which was annoying. I literally had a cold, so that was definitely the pit. My peak obviously is paying off my car. Yeah, that's definitely the peak because that was so exciting. I've been working really, really hard throughout this year to put as much towards that as possible, and now it just feels like such a nice relief that it's over. And now again, I have that extra money that I can use towards other things, start saving a bunch, purchasing stuff that we need for the house, and just like being smarter with my money. So next we're gonna head out, do a bunch of shopping, or at least browsing, probably some shopping, and then we'll move into my goals for the month and the shows that we've been watching, books I've read, and then anticipated shows that are coming out, anticipated books, and the things that I'm looking forward to in September. Let's go. First thing I'm gonna do is go get a pumpkin iced coffee and probably a pumpkin donut, and then we're gonna head to Home Goods.
Hello, Ramona. I can't shake this.
Coffee and donut have been secured. Coffee tastes amazing, thank God. You know how it is with Dunkin', like sometimes it tastes good, sometimes it doesn't taste very good. Today's Dunkin' tastes pretty good. I already went into Home Goods. They didn't have anything that I was really excited about. I feel like when I go in there now, I tend to like have a better idea of like kind of what I'm looking for. Like I want to waste money less and less. I really can't be spending money like willy-nilly anymore. But I do think I'm gonna spend a lot of money at Target, unfortunately. We're still gonna go to TJ Maxx and see what they have.
He moved like a magnet, wearing holes in the carpet, counting steps to the back porch, same song from the screen door.
Here's what I will say. I really didn't get that much. I was in there for like an hour, just walking around. Sometimes the browsing is just the more fun part for me. I did still spend $68.61. Did I get anything fall related? No. Did I get anything spooky? No. Did I get anything for the new house? No. So, didn't do anything that I should have or was hoping to. We did get stuff. I got 2 shirts. Did I need those? No. And then just like skincare stuff and this. I've been wanting to try this avocado oil because I've had the Graza olive oil. I know that avocado oil is like better for you, but I don't really know if that's true. I did get these 2 products. I wanted to try the small version of this. And then obviously this brand, I've never had anything from Bioma, but I've heard really, really good things. And then some more pimple patches. And then this is the little tank top I got that was like kind of more for like sleeping. But it's really cute. It was only $6.40 because they're doing a like Labor Day close sale, I'm pretty sure. And then this little like cute button down shirt, just like a nice fall color. And this was only $16, I think. It was supposed to be $20, but it was only $16. Overall, happy with my purchases. And then I don't remember if I talked after TJ Maxx. I found Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid at TJ Maxx, and this is my book club book for the month, and I'm already 50% through the audiobook, and I'm loving it. So I was like, okay, I'm almost positive this is gonna be like a 5-star read, so I want the physical copy, and it was only $14.99 at TJ Maxx. So I was like, well, I might as well get it here if I want to get the book. The girl at the checkout was really sweet and nice, and she was asking me about the book. Okay, then I embarrassed myself. She said, oh, enjoy the rest of the book, and I said, you too. Okay, I'm back home just briefly before we go to the Italian festival that's this weekend. Me and my husband are going with my mother-in-law, but while I have a moment, I figured I would do my segment on monthly favorites, releases, anticipated releases, things that I watched this month, the 2 books that I read this month. Normally I read like 3 books, but I only read 2 books this month. I read Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I would probably only give this 3.25 stars. It wasn't my favorite. It felt like it was very, very slow. The characters didn't give me that like, those like butterflies, you know, when you read a romance. But then I also just finished Wild Side last night, and this was a 5-star read for me. I was shocked, to be honest. I think I gave the other 2 like between a 4 and a 4.5, and I did not think I was gonna like this one more than those, just because I knew the premise of it, sort of. I knew the male main character's job was a wrestler, so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. But I liked it. So yeah, I read this super, super fast. I really enjoyed it, and I was happy to finish it before Wild Card comes out, because that comes out in about like 9 days. I did already pre-order it, so it will be at my door in about 2 weeks. I do think September is going to be a good month for reading for me. This is my anticipated. I am already about 50% through Atmosphere. I am listening to it on audiobook, but I did just pick it up at the store. So I will probably finish that next week. Then for physical books that I'll be reading, Wild Card, also Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson is also on my Libby right now. Honorable mention for the month is The Heartbreak Hotel by, hopefully I'm not saying it wrong, but Ellen O'Clover. And I'm getting that in my book of the month. That should be here next week. So that's all for books. Nothing else was really catching my eye for new releases. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this though. Abby Jimenez announced her newest book release next year, the second in the series with Say You'll Remember Me, and I think it's called The Night We Met. She announced the release date, I think it's in March, and the cover, and then she also has a holiday book coming out in December. But obviously that's far down the line. But I was excited because she announced that this month, and I'm ready. Anything she reads, I eat it up. So as far as shows and things that I was watching this month, I did watch the Biggest Loser documentary. I found that very, very interesting. I never really watched that as a child, or like when I was younger. It was like huge when it was on. The documentary was very, very interesting, and you still are kind of like, what really was going on? Is there even more to the story? I love a documentary. And we're also still watching Big Brother. Really don't enjoy it. I don't know. This was our first time watching Big Brother. I don't really think we're gonna watch it again next year, but I did also watch Perfect Match this month, I believe. I mean, was it great? No. Is it something to put on and watch? Yeah. September is a good month. There's The Paper that's coming out. It's by the same people as The Office, so I'm excited about that. That kind of TV is my kind of TV. The new season of Only Murders in the Building comes out. A new season of Survivor starts. Thank God. I'd much prefer to watch that over Big Brother. And English Teacher season 2. If you haven't watched that, it's very, very good. I really enjoyed it. I should probably rewatch season 1. And that's that for anticipated releases, favorites. We're gonna take a break now, go to the Italian festival, get food, walk around, have a good time. The last thing I'll do when I come back is go over all of my goals.
Where did the time go? How do we move so far away? Holding on, how much can we both take?
So I actually lied to you guys. We did not end up going to the Italian festival because my husband decided he didn't want to go, and it just seemed like it was going to be really, really busy. So we just went out to dinner instead to our favorite local restaurant. They have the best pizza and wing bites. So we went there, sat outside. It was such a nice day. I also kind of lied. This isn't really a fall vlog, but it is a monthly reset, and it's kind of just a day in my life / monthly reset. We're being loose with the terms of what I'm calling this, but the last thing that I'm going to go through in this video is just my monthly goals. As always, I do finance, personal, health, and content creation goals. So finance goals, I had quite a few, and I'm super proud of myself. I did reach all of my goals. I wanted to save $600 towards our house fund. Then I also wanted to put $300 into my emergency fund, and I did put $350, so a little bit extra, which was really nice. I wanted to pay $2,600 towards my car. That was the amount that I had left on my car, so I did pay that. And then obviously going with that is to pay off the car. So I did both of those things. And then the last one, I kind of talked about this, I think in my last monthly reset, but I do want to start contributing to my Roth IRA again and just some other investing opportunities, because I know that that's really important. Personal goals, I wanted to read 3 books. I sadly only read 2, and I mentioned the 2 that I read already, Problematic Summer Romance and Wild Side. I don't know, just a slow reading month for me. Every single month I like to do a date night just to spend time together. Usually I feel like we try to do them on Friday night, so it's a nice way to forget about the week, because if you've been watching some of my weekly vlogs, I've been having trouble. I've just been feeling stressed a lot lately and a little bit burnt out, but having something to look forward to on a Friday night or the weekend does make life a little bit easier and better. But even if it's just something as simple as like going to dinner, because we try to keep date nights as like budget friendly as we can as well. And then I wanted to do one relax night a week, which this was new to the goals this month. And I'm happy to say that I did do that. And I'm glad that I did, because this month was just very, very stressful. So that was really nice, and I'm glad that I did that. Then health goals, I wanted to work out 2 times a week, which I did not. Honestly, I think this whole month I only did 1 workout a week. I don't know, I just needed a break, and I feel like that's fine when it comes to working out. Sometimes you just need a break. Like, I go through phases sometimes, which stinks, because I like working out and I've been really enjoying the classes that I've been doing, but at the same time, sometimes doing 2 workouts every single week gets repetitive and boring, and I get like, I'm like, oh, I'm so over it at this point. I'm not super upset about it, obviously. I needed to take the break, take the time, focus on my mental health. Just something that I maybe need to consider going forward or look into next month. Like, do I want to keep doing 2 workouts? Do I want to keep paying for this gym membership that is pretty expensive if I'm not using all the classes? So, and then I like to cook 1 new meal every single month, and I don't think I did this month. I wanted to make things that were quick and simple and easy, and that we just like knew how to make, and that weren't gonna take super long, because I feel like that's my biggest thing right now, is just feeling like my time after work is very rushed and like scrunched together. So if I have to cook and do a workout class and shower and do this, like, I just get very, very stressed. So I like to keep our dinners as simple as possible, but I do like to try new things, and I didn't get to this month. And then I wanted to lose 2 pounds, and I ended up losing close to like 5. And then content creation goals. I always have like a number that I am trying to reach for income from social media, just to see like how I'm doing, track my income for social media. So my goal was to make $2,000 from social media, and I ended up pretty close to 2,700 on social media this month. I did have 2 brand deals that got paid. Those are where like the bulk of money comes from social media, so that was super exciting. That is before taxes though, so I don't actually like make that amount. I do always set aside some for taxes, but I wanted to post at least once a day on TikTok, and I did do that. I've been very, very good about at least once a day, if not twice a day. I wanted to post 5 YouTube videos, and I ended up posting 6, which is exciting. And then lastly is usually just my numerical goals. These are just kind of to keep track. I put 8,500 YouTube subscribers, and I just made it over that, which was exciting. I'm hoping to get to 10,000 by the end of this year. That would be really, really exciting. And then I wanted to hit 115,000 on TikTok, and I gained about 1,000, but I'm not quite at 115 yet. And then on Instagram I wanted to hit 14,500, and again I just kind of hit right over that, so pretty exciting. Obviously, no matter what, I'm happy with growth in general, like whether it be small or large, whatever. It's just fun to track it and see how I'm doing. And again, it's just like a good way to see that the effort that I'm putting in is worth it, and people do enjoy my content. Those were the goals. Overall, I did pretty well. September goals. Finance goals, I'm cutting them down a little bit. Obviously, I don't have to worry about my car anymore, so I'm just doing savings goals for the month of September. So I want to save at least $1,000 into our house fund, and then also $400 into my emergency fund. And then lastly, I want to invest $100 into my Roth IRA. Personal goals, I want to read 3 books this month, if not more. I actually think I'll be able to do 4. That will be exciting. And I think this month I'll hit my 30th book for the year, which was my goal was 30 books. I think I'm at 28 or 29. So I will hit that goal that yearly goal this month as well. And then do 1 date night and then 1 relax night a week, because I really enjoyed doing that. So I want to continue that. Health goals, I am going to try to push myself again to go back to doing 2 workouts a week, cook 1 new meal, and still I want to lose 2 pounds. Content goals, My goal is 2,100. Post once a day on TikTok, 5 YouTube videos, and then the numerical goals, I want to be at 9,000 on YouTube, 115,000 on TikTok, and 15,000 on Instagram. So yeah, that's the goals breakdown. September in general, I'm excited for. It's gonna be a good month. It's kind of a busy month. Football starts in September. Fall is starting in September. I feel like it's gonna be a really, really good month. That's all for this video. Monthly reset / day in my life / not really a fall vlog. That's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon for my next video.